Yeah, just looking at the team overall, before going into the exhibition game, really happy with the team. I think there's a lot to look forward to. Just the compete level is really high. I'm really happy with all the freshmen. We have 7 freshmen, and they're all just chomping at the bit. I mean, they're not reluctant to go. They want to get going. They're all very aggressive and confident. And then, top to bottom, we have a nice balance of players and some really good returners, and everybody looks good. It's kind of a younger team. It seems like like I said yesterday, 3 out of our 4 centers are freshmen, and that's never happened, ever. It's just rare. Ellie Bryce was kind of a center, and she never got to play that position until she was a senior, because usually that's where your best players go. But our freshmen are really good, and so very kind of young. And then going into the exhibition game, Augsburg, obviously a very good team. So, I was really happy with how we played. I thought for our first go-around, we had 5 lines and 6D, and all 4 goalies looked really good. They were all confident, and it's not always that easy to be confident if you're a goalie on our team, because you're going to take a couple off the melon every practice, and we just have such good shooters. So, all 4 played really well. And then our D were solid, and I would have liked to have not had so many penalties. I think we had to kill off 7 penalties, which is a little uncharacteristic of us, but it was nice. Our penalty kill did a nice job. We didn't give them many looks, but then you don't get to play as many kids either. But yeah, we killed off every penalty, so that was a positive too. We had a couple power plays that looked okay too for our first go round, but yeah, overall very excited about this year. Yeah, I think I'm really happy with our leadership. I mean, we have, our seniors are all going to be leaders. We have 3 captains, but they all sat down together, all of our seniors, and they know that our senior class has to be our hardest working class. I think that's very important for success. So, but yeah, you look at the veterans coming back, and Megan Goodrow was the leading scorer in the country besides Bailey Olson, who graduated, and I think Ori was number 1 or 2 in defense, and we had the top 2 freshman scores in the country as well last year. So we really have, even though we're young, we scattered throughout our lineup, we have really good players. And our one line with Bell and Laverne and Kaylee Nickham, all 3 seniors, I kept them together to start the year. You never know if I'll change it or not, but I think they only gave up 4 goals all last year. So, they're not going to maybe score as many goals as Goodrow's line, but yet they're going to be a shutdown line, and they're still going to score. There was one time last year before Bell got hurt, she had more goals than any player in the country at the halfway point. So we got a lot of scoring, and but yeah, like you said, we got to be prepared because we got a huge target on our back. We always do, but it's bigger now than it's ever been, with the 2 national championships back to back. And so we just know we have to have our A game going. Everybody's going to have their A game against us, so we just have to be prepared. If we come into any game against really anybody on our schedule, and if they expect to win or just think they're going to show up and win, we probably won't. So we got to really be prepared. We're already talking about not being distracted and just coming in and being focused on what you need to do, and focused every Monday through Thursday at practice, and get better every day. But I'm very happy with how focused we are, and I don't think we'll be distracted, but yeah, we got to have our A game going, and we just got to be prepared every week in and week out. Yeah, so it's nice to get Augsburg in here for an exhibition game, and then we have Gustavus exhibition game, 2 probably top 5 teams in the country, so that's really nice to get those in there to look at people. But then once we get into the regular schedule, yeah, we play Augsburg early on. That'll be a great game, always is. Tied them last year, So that's going to be a good one to look forward to, you know. And then, yeah, St. Norbert's in the first to close out, I think, the first half with them in the middle of December. They're a great team, good program, so that'll be a good one. And, you know, and then our trip out to Vermont, you know, we'll fly out to play we'll play Plattsburgh game 1 and then Middlebury or Endicott game 2. So that'll be really fun and a good challenge and a good marker to see really where we are on that level too. You know, we went out there 3 years ago and won that tournament, and I think that really kind of got us going towards a couple of national championships. So a lot to look forward to, and we have a tough schedule. We always have, you know, almost half of our games are against top 10 teams in the country. So it's always very challenging, but yet that's the way we want it, and looking forward to it.